Grade 3, English, Chapter 3. The Tale of Peter Rabbit. Enjoy the story. Once upon a time, there were four little rabbits, and their names were Flopsy, Mopsy, Cottontail, and Peter. They lived with their mother in a sandbank underneath the root of a very big fig tree. Now, my dears, said old Mrs. Rabbit one morning, you may go into the fields, but do not go into Mr. MacGregor's garden. He does not like rabbits in his garden. Run along and do not get into mischief. Old Mrs. Rabbit went to the baker's. She bought bread and buns. Flopsy, Mopsy, and Cottontail, who were good little bunnies, went down the lane to gather blackberries. But Peter, who was very naughty, ran straight away to Mr. McGregor's garden. He squeezed under the gate. First, he ate some lettuce and some French beans, and then he ate some radishes. Then he felt sick, so he went to look for parsley. But whom should he meet but Mr. McGregor's? Mr. McGregor saw him and called out, "Stop, thief!" Peter was frightened. He rushed all over the garden. He had forgotten the way to the gate. He lost both his shoes. He might have got away, but he ran into a net. He got caught by the buttons on his jacket. He began to cry. Mr. McGregor tried to catch him, but Peter got out just in time, leaving his jacket behind. He rushed into the tool shed and jumped into a can. There was water in it. Mr. McGregor would not have found him if Peter had not sneezed. Critic Scoo! Mr. McGregor tried to put his foot upon Peter, who jumped out of a window. Mr. McGregor was tired of running after Peter. He went back to his work. Peter was out of breath. He was shaking with fright. He tried to find his way to the gate, but he became more and more puzzled. Then he saw the gate. Peter slipped under the gate. He was safe at last. Peter never stopped running till he got home to the big tree. He was so tired that he flopped down and shut his eyes. His mother was busy cooking. She wondered what he had done with his clothes. I am sorry to say that Peter was not very well during the evening. His mother put him to bed. She gave him some bitter medicine. But Flopsy, Mopsy, and Cottontail had bread and milk, blackberries for supper.